John Halterman, and today I'm sitting here with Sally Cann, and Sally's from Clarksburg, West Virginia. And Sally has been a lady who's been very involved in our community. Sally, tell me a little bit about some of the things you've done in the past here in our community in terms of service type work.
When my children were little, I became involved with the Clarksburg League for Service. There were influential women in that organization that guided me down that path.
Sure.
And our goal was to help mothers and children at the time. And I became involved with that and their fundraising efforts. And I eventually became president of the Clarksburg League for Service.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And today, it still is a vital organization in our community.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I love League for Service. My wife, Lisa, is a member there, and she's served on it for the last 10 years. Some of my employees at my office serve on there, and many, many friends. And what a great thing that they've done for our community. Now, how did you get involved? I mean, what caused you to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna have a servant's heart, you know, I'm gonna follow my passions. What made you get involved?
Probably strong women guided me down that path. And I was a stay-at-home mother. And it was nice to be able to get out of the house occasionally.
Sure.
And I was surrounded by joyful, energetic women, and that guided me down that path.
Sure. Well, I'm sure that path has been very rewarding, both for yourself and, of course, the benefits that you've been able to give back to the community. Of all the things you've done, what project, do you feel has had the greatest impact on our community?
Well, probably my greatest project is I'll take credit for having 3 children and
Sure.
raising them in the Clarksburg-Bridgeport area. And to me, that was my greatest accomplishment. But through them, I became involved in the education of their lives and the education system of our area.
Okay.
And when they were little and entered elementary school, I became involved in the PTO and their fundraising efforts and became president of the PTO and tried to provide the best educational system we could for my children.
Okay.
And then several years after that, people kind of urged me to run for the Harrison County Board of Education. And I was very lucky, and I was elected to the first term. I served 3 terms on the Harrison County Board of Education.
Wow.
And I served 12 years, 6 of those as president. And probably that's my greatest achievement in the world today.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that's wonderful. I mean, without people like Sally, who's willing to take her time, her resources, and get involved, I mean, we wouldn't have so many things because we need people to have a charitable heart. Now, Sally, I know today you have another project. Tell me about the board you're currently serving on and how it's benefiting our community.
Well, I serve as president of the Harrison County Student Achievement Board. And when I was on the Board of Education, they were so kind to invite us to their banquet every year.
Okay.
Well, after I got off the Board of Education, I thought that is a cause that I thought was very beneficial. So I became a member of that board, and we provide educational opportunities, funds, scholarships.
So scholarships, okay.
Scholarships to graduating seniors of Harrison County schools, private schools, homeschooled students.
Okay.
And we provide achievement scholarships for these students so they can have a head start on their college education.
Sure. Now, where's the money come from? I mean, how do you all raise the money to provide for these scholarships?
Our board of 15 is a very hard-working board, and they approach people like you, people of our community, and businesses, individuals, and we approach those people and tell them our spiel about how good our organization is, and we ask for donations, and we have a very giving community, and they see our purpose. They see that it's being beneficial.
Well, we're definitely fortunate to have a community that's willing to get involved and give back. And for those of you who have not been able to do that in the past, it's something that you may want to consider, because I'm sure, Sally, you're still taking new donations.
We are taking new donations. Excuse me. We gave approximately 71 scholarships last year. We started in 1992,
Okay.
and our first banquet was held in 1993, and we gave 5 scholarships.
Wow. So that's phenomenal growth.
So we are
Yeah,
up to
that's crazy.
71, and we give $1,000 scholarships. We gave $15,000 scholarships last year, and the rest were $500 scholarships.
And all of this is because of your board going out and talking to the community, talking to business owners, and asking them to get involved so that other kids. Now, is this are these scholarships, or is there a certain merit? Is it merit-based? Is it needs-based? What is the scholarship?
This is merit-based.
Okay, it's merit-based.
Yes,
So
it's achievement.
So you have to achieve. That's why it's called the Harrison Achievement. Okay.
That's right. There are a lot of need-based scholarships out there.
Okay.
And so we wanted to reward students that did well.
Okay.
You have to have a 3.2 average, which isn't
No,
that
it's
high.
not.
That's very achievable in today's world. But we also take into consideration their extracurricular events, and they fill out just a 3-page scholarship form, not very extensive.
Sure.
And we have a committee that grades those scholarships. There are no names
So
on the
it's pretty.
scholarships.
It's unbiased. You can't just
Unbiased.
call somebody and say,
No.
"Hey,
No.
my kid needs that."
When our graders of our scholarships read those scholarships, there are no names on the
Okay.
scholarships, so they don't even know whose
Oh, that's
scholarship
awesome.
they're grading.
So it's blind. It's strictly
It's blind.
merit.
The blind auditions.
Well, that's great. So now, how can somebody get involved if they want to donate money? How can they donate money if they want to apply for a scholarship? How do they do that?
Well, we're taking donations. We give $500 and $1,000 scholarships. You don't have to give that amount. You can give 25, you can give $100, you can give 250. Those will be applied to scholarships. If you'd like to give a $500 or $1,000 scholarship, we'd love for you to fund a whole scholarship.
Sure.
And those donors are invited to our banquet. Our banquet this year will be August 24th. And we invite...
Now, August is it?
I'm sorry, April.
Okay, because I know in the past it's been in April, so I just wanted to make sure.
April
Sure.
24th, it's on a Sunday.
Okay.
We invite all the students that receive scholarships, their parents,
Yeah, I remember it's been a very lovely event. I mean, because
approximately 300 people
wow.
come.
And so you, what I remember, you feed them.
We feed
You
them.
make it a big deal. It's
We
quite
do.
an honor for a student to come
We
here and receive that.
And we also give an award to a previous alumni of
Okay.
Harrison County, and that's called our Davis Jackson Award. And they're outstanding graduates. We invite one back to give words of wisdom to our
Sure.
graduates.
Oh, absolutely.
This year, it's T. Michael Martin, who's an author. He's a graduate of Bridgeport High School, a young author. About the time of our banquet, April 24th, his second book will be published.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
a young adult science fiction, and it's called Fahrenheit. And he will be there to offer words of wisdom to our graduates.
Wow. Well, Sally, I mean, what you've done is just absolutely wonderful. And thank you for taking the time out today to explain to our audience, some of the things you've done and also what your current project, because clearly you've made a difference. And we appreciate the fine women like yourself. So.
I still have another plug. We're still accepting applications
Okay.
till March 15th.
Who do they need to contact?
You get online, www.harrisoncountystudentachieve.com.
Okay?
The application's there. You turn it into your guidance counselor. So we're asking students to continue to apply. We're asking donors for continued donations. And if anybody would want to join our board,
Yeah.
we'd love to have participants on our board.
Oh, that's great. Again, Sally, thank you very much. So
You're welcome.
there it is, Sally Cann, doing a wonderful job in our community. So thank you.
Thank you.